Well, Senate Democrats are totally committed to the new clean energy economy and partnering with businesses, entrepreneurs, labor, educators to make sure that we're creating jobs from this new clean energy innovation. And so we pulled together a Green Jobs Summit with over 200 CEOs from businesses large and small, labor leaders, educators that are directly involved in training people for the new jobs. We are so committed to supporting what you do, to creating new clean energy technologies and the jobs that come with it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're on the edge of a big shift. A shift we have to make to address these challenges, a shift to a clean energy economy. And the jobs that are created as a result of this shift are going to help us change the used to be's into this is going to be.
Energy is the mother of all markets. It is a $6 trillion market, and when you think about the opportunities juxtaposed to what people have seen for the internet, only a $1 trillion market, the opportunities to be so much more expansive here for green jobs, for the future of our country, is something that we ought to really continue to put all our energies into.
In maximizing our production of renewable energy makes eminent good sense in our country, but we need public policy to drive us in that direction, and then the private sector has the capability to provide a lot of new jobs as a result of this green energy.
The bad news is that we, in many ways, wasted 8 years. The good news is that we are beginning to move forward. I think when history looks at the stimulus package, which is trying to rebuild our infrastructure, what is sometimes getting lost is that we are in that package investing billions and billions and billions of dollars into energy efficiency, into weatherization, and into sustainable energy.
We invested $67 billion to develop clean energy and $500 million more to train a new green-collar workforce.
It took 35 years to reach our current renewable energy capacity. And in 3 years, we're going to double that because of the help of the Congress.
We want to make sure as we go forward in this new clean energy revolution that we are participating in all of it, not just the great American ingenuity that creates the technology, not just training the great new engineers and the workers of the future, but making it.
We should be developing the technology here to sell to the world. We should be building the products here to sell to the world, and in the process doing great by our national security, great by our economy, and great by our environment. You all are at that nexus. I think the senators who have been up here today are deeply committed to being full partners and unleashing the entrepreneurial talents of America.
The entrepreneurs, the engineering, the technology that's here that's available. We can create this as the world's best energy market that's ever been seen. It's here. We can do this. As a manufacturer, I know we can do this. We can bring technologies today that can squash the arguments that this energy is more expensive than fossil fuel energy. We can fix that. We can bring this to where it needs to be.
We now have an administration who gets it. We now have a Capitol Hill who gets it. And we now have an American people who are hungry to make it happen. But we must educate our people on the value of green, make sure that clean energy is accessible, but make sure that clean energy is affordable.
If you stand up and say you believe that if we get the public investments right, which we just did with the recovery package, and we get the public rules right, which is the president's fight right now, with that consistency, with that stability, with that certainty, you can use that platform to create world-beating companies, disruptive technologies that can actually take us from being the world leader in environmental pollution to the world leader in environmental solutions.
This is wonderful to see so many leaders from around the country who are focused on making our country work again in a great way.
We're just so pleased you're here and that members are here and have made it a priority for us to partner together to revolutionize this economy in a new clean energy, low-carbon economy and make sure that the jobs are made in America.